210 platinum trophies, guys. 210. To be honest with you, I didn't expect to get another one in before the end of the year, but here we are. 205, Silent Hill 2 remake. 206 was a free game called Flock Out. It was like a sheep Mario Party-esque. Not really. It was just a party co-op game. It was kind of shitty. The controls were bad. No offense to the developers. Then 207 was Goat Simulator 3. It was free for PlayStation Plus, I don't know, last month or the month before. Then 208 Skate, the new EA Skate game. I had fun with it at first, then then like the shitty bugs and shit got to me, so thank God I'm done with that. 209 Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, and then 210 Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. I did manage to 100% Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. However, the first one, the one with Huggy Wuggy in it, does not have a platinum trophy. I don't really know why. Guess it's the first one. It's really short. They barely have any trophies. I think that they should have slapped a platinum on there, but whatever. Whatever. My original plan was, if you saw on that list back there, like I said in my last platinum video, my sister did end up getting Silent Hill F. And so I've been playing that. She got it on disc. I was expecting her to buy it digitally, but she got it on disc. It was cheaper at like GameStop or whatever the hell. So I've been playing through that. That was originally my plan. No, my original plan was the Walking Dead Definitive Edition, Telltale's Definitive Edition. Then she got that, Silent Hill F. I played through Silent Hill F. I've already beat the game 3 times. I'm getting there. And I thought it'd be kind of funny to do 3 Konami games in a row. You know, in the last video I was like, "Well, it's crazy that it's 2 Konami games." Then it would have been even crazier if it was 3, 200, 205, and 210 Konami games. But my sister, the homie, bought me the Poppy Playtime trilogy on disc, for Black Friday. It was a Christmas gift. I always kind of wanted to play Poppy Playtime. By the way, this platinum image that I got was dog shit. I'm sorry. That was the platinum trophy image I got. It's just a black screen. But Black Friday deal, it was 20 bucks for all 3 games. It was a pretty good deal. She hooked me up. I always wanted to play them. I bought Huggy Wuggy on Fortnite. This Fortnite mares. I always watched like all the YouTubers play it. Now I finally played it. I platinumed the first 3. Platinumed in quotations because the first one doesn't have a platinum. But anyways, I'll get into the gameplay right now. Here we go, guys. Oh my freaking gosh. Poppy Playtime. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are, Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. Now, it's kind of loud right now. So I don't know how loud this is going to be in the actual video, so I will just go ahead and put us in something and then talk. I'll put us here. Okay. It was like if it was too loud, I don't know, so I'm just going to repeat myself. It was loud on the screen, so I just picked a chapter. Here we go. I'm going to take care. There's going to be a little monster come out of this hole. I'm going to take care of that real quick. Boom, bitch. Okay. Welcome to the game. I'm going to do a lot of explanation here. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm going to try to get through it quick. But I like to, in these videos I like to talk. That's kind of the point of these videos. It's like a little update, I'm a nerd, and I like to talk about my experience with getting the trophies. Okay. Anyways, Poppy Playtime, finally got to play them myself. 4, obviously it's the trilogy, 3 on disc. I kind of have a similar thing with Five Nights at Freddy's. I got the first Five Nights at Freddy's on disc, and then the Poppy Playtime trilogy. Now I got the three. I don't have the fourth one. Maybe I'll get that at some point, and then the fifth one isn't out yet. Uh, I am a fan of this franchise. Obviously, it's a little corny, me being a 26-year-old man, and these games are kind of, these games definitely, I don't know why I said kind of, are catered towards kids. They're like, children horror. I think I triggered another monster. I don't know. Children horror. Um, but they're good, They're good. They're fun games, and the stories are neat and interesting. Uh, Obviously, I like Five Nights at Freddy's way more. Five Nights at Freddy's is like the GOAT, I think, when it comes to indie horror. There's probably more. There's probably games that I don't consider indie that are indie. Like I don't know. I'm not. Five Nights at Freddy's is the GOAT, and I've been kind of in the mood to play some indie like internet horror games. So I'm glad I got this when I did because I was kind of getting the itch. I have the first two Hello Neighbors, and I was thinking about playing those. I want to play Amanda the Adventurer. Uh, yeah. So Poppy Playtime 1, 2, and 3. Five Nights. I heard the Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the new movie, was bad. I was really I wanted to go see it in theaters, but I heard it was bad. And well, a lot of people said that the first one was bad, but I kind of enjoyed the first one. I liked it. Now I'm worried. I'm worried because some people were like, okay, the first one would make sense. I could see why people would like the first one, but people are saying that the second one is so bad. I hope. I don't know. Maybe it's a case like I talked about in my Silent Hill video where like it's one of those video game movies that are good. You just gotta, like bad, but like in a good way. I don't know. We'll have to see. But we're not here to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. We're here to talk about Poppy Playtime. Um, a lot of the puzzles in this game were kind of confusing. I remember watching a bunch of playthroughs, people playing it, and I'm like, guys, it can't be that confusing. And then I finally got my hands on the controller. Yeah, some of them were confusing. I'm like, huh? I had to look up a couple of them. The platinums in general aren't the hardest thing in the world, but they do got some challenges. The first game was by far the easiest to platinum. It was so short. You didn't have to do like no speed run or nothing. Um, well, 100%. I don't know if I said platinum. The second game was kind of annoying. You had to beat the entire game without dying, and then you had to beat the game with by dying a bunch of certain ways, and then you had to beat the game in under 45 minutes. So I had to play through the second game a couple times. I played through it, was it 3? 2? It was either 2 or 3 times. I can't remember. I feel like I got 2 of the hard trophies in one playthrough. I don't remember. This one, you had to beat the game without dying, which I felt like could have been hard. I cheated, but I think that I could have did it legit. I cheated. I used the PlayStation Plus save scumming because I wasn't trying to like play through the game 1,000 times. Where you like upload your save to the cloud, and then if you die in the game, you delete it from the console and then re-download your cloud version. So I could play through the game that way. The first time I played through the game, I played through legit and got all the bonus trophies. Like you got to beat a boss in you got to beat a boss in like 2 minutes. You got to um, get all the jump scares. Like I died like a bunch of times because I had to let a bunch of things kill me. And then the second playthrough I did the 2 hardest trophies in one go. I did it without dying, and then there is a trophy where you have to get to the final boss fight with 200 with less or a 200 or less hand uses. So in Poppy Playtime, in case you don't know, it's about a toy factory where all the toys are like experimented on kids and they're all evil. Like they actually eat and they like got like blood in them and shit because like the kids got turned into the toys and they're like starving or something, so they try to eat you. But you used to work here and you're come back here for your coworkers. Maybe there's like the game hasn't finished yet. Chapter 5, I believe, is supposed to be the last chapter, and that one's not out yet. So there's still a lot of lore and theories that haven't, come to light yet. Fruition. Is that the right word? I don't know. Trying to use big fancy words here. Anyways, the grab pack. These hands, these are like what you use to play the game. So the blue one is just normal old hand. You can like grab, drag shit. Some things you can't. Like, I don't think anything in this room you can actually grab, but I can hit that.
Hi, I'm Bobby Bearhug. Wanna know how much I love you?
And then there's the purple hand. This one is new to this game, or the chapter 3. There's like these little things on the ground, you can hit it, like, and it like shoots you in the air. Then there's the flare hand. Scares monsters away, lights up dark areas. Then there's the green hand, which you can like use to move electricity. Like there'll be something on the wall, you can grab the electricity there, put it here. There's a gas mask in this one because the main character, the main bad guy, does gas moves. So each time you use this hand, it counts as a use. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see what I'm saying? So you have to get to the final boss. You have to get through the entire game only using like 200 or less hand uses. So you can only use your hand when like you're absolutely supposed to. And I looked up on Google and all this stuff. They said that the game around 180. You have to use your hand 180 times. So there's room for mistakes. There's 20 you can make apparently from the internet. What the internet says is you can make 20 mistakes because you have to get there with 200 or less. And if you have to use it 180 times, you have 20. So you can make 20 mistakes. Now I was counting when I was doing mine. I counted 170. So either I miscounted or I did a couple of skips on accident because I got 170. The internet says you need to use it 180. So I did really good on that. Obviously I was cheating using the save scumming as well because I did that run 200 or less and the no dying run as the same run. So yeah, there's that. That was probably the hardest trophy to get, that and then not dying. Catnap, he's the main villain of the game. I would say out of the whole franchise, he's the scariest monster. The prototype is like the big bad guy throughout the whole game, and he's only been kind of like stalking us and talking shit, but we haven't really truly seen him. I imagine he's going to be the final boss in the last chapter. But there's Huggy Wuggy, obviously the OG, the GOAT. I think they're all scary, but Huggy Wuggy is the GOAT, just because he's the OG. Then there's Mommy Longlegs. She was pretty freaky. The chase sequence in that game was hard. Catnap, which again I think is the scariest. And then there's the Doctor and Doey from Chapter 4, which I never played. But I think Catnap's the scariest. He uses like a sleep gas that like fucks you up mentally. That's why you need the gas mask. These games aren't polished too well. And I don't know when these games came out, but ooh, I had some rage moments. The first game, I had to restart like 3 times. I didn't have to restart from the whole beginning. I just had to restart the chapter. But the first game, there was a glitch where like if you spam your hand too many times, your hand would just get stuck in the air and you can't use it anymore. That was really annoying. Game number 2, there's a glitch where if you're going too fast in the mommy long legs chase scene, there's just a black hole. You fall out of the map and die, and that happened to me twice. There was another bug in that game. I guess it didn't get on my nerves enough to remember. I don't remember it, but there was something else that I wanted to bring up in this video that I forgot. This game didn't have as many bugs. There's a couple things that were a little weird, like at the beginning of the game, the trash compactor, like I just died. I wasn't in the trash compactor. I was a little bit after it, and I just fell over dead. That was annoying. Yeah, so they could be polished up a little bit better, a little buggy. That's about it. VHS tapes. You had to collect all the VHS tapes. You put them in here. It gives you lore. You had to find notes. You had to find all of these and press all the buttons until they scream at you. They're like haunted and creepy and shit. I'm not gonna do that because it's kind of annoying. Okay, that's about the explanation. That Platinum's not that hard for this game. I mean, they do have challenging bits, but you can make them easier. For gameplay, I'm gonna go through this section. This is one of the harder sections of the game. These smiling critters, they call them, these guys, and they like chase you. So the first playthrough, I had to get jump scared by all. There's 8 different kinds of these little guys, and I had to get jump scared by every kind. Like that's kickin' chicken. So I had to get jump scared by him. That's Dog Day. I had to get jump scared by him. So I had to get jump scared by all 8 of them. So I sat there and then kicked his chicken again. Get the fuck out of here. So like in this part, every time you shoot your flare, it counts as a hand use. So I had to get through this whole part without using my hand. I'm lost. I'm lost, guys. Poppy's Angel is a YouTuber that I used for most of my help, like the help I needed, most of the stuff that I used here. I don't know if this person named their channel after Poppy Playtime or if it was just a coincidence because the trophy for not dying is called Poppy's Angel. And the YouTube channel I used was Poppy's Angel. I used their videos for almost all of it. I did a couple of other people for some help. A couple of Reddit posts and stuff. But Poppy's Angel, I don't know if they were the original finders of this little skip here. Okay, so when you get to this little round part, the smiling critters can't kill you. So normally you would have to pull that block onto that button, pull that block onto that button, then come in the middle, press this button, and then the door behind there opens. They found a skip. So once you get them all corralled under you like this, I'm gonna try this. Hopefully I don't mess it up. You jump like this, like whoa, crouch, and if you pull this at like a specific angle, and then you could jump over the wall, and then you could just open the door and leave. Boom. I learned that from Poppy's Angel, guys. Go subscribe. Again, I don't know if they're the original founders of that or not, but pretty cool little pool. So I wanted to do this, but I almost kind of want to just do the catnap fight instead. We'll do... Okay, so in here is a big dog. I'll show him. It's Dog Day. So I'm assuming they were all big, like catnap, but they all died. But we're not going to do this chase. I'm just going to show you guys Dog Day. He's cool.
You're Poppy's Angel. Come to save us.
Okay, so he's in the prison, obviously being tortured by catnap.
Not here.
He's messed up.
Absolute angel.
He dies, he gets corrupted, a bunch of small ones actually crawl inside of his body, and then he chases you, and it's a very scary chase. It's a very scary chase. Um, but we're gonna do the catnap fight.
I hope this is coming through. There's no time to waste. Catnap is on his way. The room you're in used to be a sort of panic room. It's not what it used to be, but it can protect
Okay,
you.
so this is a bit tricky.
Learn how it works. Try putting the batteries in the different glowing spots. Good.
I did this trick. There, you had to beat this a specific way for one of the trophies, where you only keep the battery in here and you don't put any more batteries in the other slots. And then that's just how I've always played it. Well, the 2 playthroughs I did. So that's just how I'm gonna do it again. Put all the batteries in the middle. Keep that held there. Grab this power source, put it here. Pass the tutorial.
If you see catnap, use those. You're probably gonna hallucinate.
So he's gonna come from the side, so you have to shoot the ghost to see which one's real or fake, like she just said.
Try using your flares on catnap.
And then when you find the if you shoot it and it doesn't disappear, you gotta like scare him away with smoke.
If you can hold out.
And he looks different than normal because he's like in his like mist form. He looks like a big fucking freaky demon thing, but I think his normal design is cool. His demon design is okay. Okay, so that's the real guy. So you switch to the green hand, open this, grab electric, cut that area off. That was weird. It's like my flare shot, but I didn't actually shoot it. Okay, that's the real guy again. The alarm's going off, so we put a new battery in. What? Again? Oh my god. Okay, that was scary. I don't think I've ever had him come from the same direction that quick so fast. He's trying to come up through the middle. See, now if you don't stop him here, it's an instant death. Okay, that was scary. Oh, battery. Holy moly, guys. Ah! I did the wrong hand. Okay, that was close. As you can see, this can be pretty intense. You have to do this without dying too. It's almost done. 30 seconds left. Ah! Boom, we did it, guys. That's catnap. That's the catnap boss fight. That's the prototype right there. We've only ever seen his hands and his legs. And it seems in these like chapters he's collecting the dead bodies of the guys we kill, so I don't really know why. I'm sure we'll find out later in the series. We lose our hand, our green hand. But okay, that's about it. Alright, I'm not gonna show any more. I know the gameplay was more just me yapping, not really, but I'm not gonna play through the entire game, you know what I mean? Plenty of other people will watch, go watch Corey Kenshin's playthrough, Burleezy's playthrough, so many people have played this game. Uh, that was it. Platinum 210. Now, I don't know what the next one's gonna be. Maybe Silent Hill F, maybe The Walking Dead, maybe something else. Who knows? Who knows when that'll come? Will it be before the end of the year? I'm doubting it. I'm dropping this December 6th at like 1 in the morning. So I probably won't get to 215 by the. I think it's very possible if I was like hardcore grinding, I could do it easily. But I'm not. I haven't really been going for the platinums. I've been playing. New Fortnite chapter came out. I've been kind of just chilling, and then have like playing a game as I'm chilling, slowly getting the platinums. So I could easily lock in and crank out another 5, maybe even 10 if I wanted. But we're chilling. All right, we're chilling. That was it. Platinum 210. Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. More platinums coming soon. My big top best moments of 2025 video. I've been editing that. That's going to drop soon. I'll always like uploading those videos. I put a lot of work into them. So make sure you guys check that out if you want when it drops near the end of the month. But okay, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, you guys. Merry Christmas, early Christmas time, early Christmas.